So, who are the best quarterbacks on the Lions schedule in 2024? So, the best quarterbacks on the Lions schedule. My name's Russell Wayne. This is the Villain Squad page right here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, whatever platform that you are watching on. So, who are the best quarterbacks on the Lions schedule? We are starting week 1 with a great quarterback. Actually, you might know him as one Matthew Stafford in a rematch from the playoff game last year where we bounced him out of the playoffs. Now, he is going to be on a mission to get revenge against this Detroit Lions team. And Matt Stafford, you know he has the capabilities of slinging that rock all over the field. Matt Stafford comes to town. Matt Stafford with Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. They just drafted Blake Corum. They already had Kyrie Williams. So this is a dangerous team offensively. And the Lions did make some moves in the secondary. I think they should be much tougher this year. But Matt Stafford in week 1, for sure, as a quarterback, going to have to deal with. And as we're looking at this schedule, you got Matt Stafford week 1. You got Baker Mayfield week 2. So you're going back-to-back with Baker Mayfield. Now, Baker Mayfield, they just paid Mike Williams. They kept their band together pretty well, too. And if you listen to me before, you know I am a big supporter in being able to retain your players and progression of players. Tampa Bay brought back a lot of their players. So who are the best quarterbacks that the Lions are facing this year? I think they are facing some better quarterbacks. I'm not too worried about Baker Mayfield in that they do have some pretty good skill positions, but the Lions were very, very good against the run, making them one-dimensional. And I don't think they're going to be throwing the ball down the field as much. I'm not as worried about that. Week 3 in Arizona, I don't think Arizona is very good on defense. I think even if they are able to score a little bit on offense, the Lions are going to win a track meet. I'm not really worried about Kyler Murray. He hasn't been good in a few years. So I like Marvin Harrison Jr., but, you know, the Lions have a veteran team that's really young that's coming back. You know, these guys have been in the system for 3 years. You're asking a whole bunch of these guys to come in there, so I'm not as worried about Kyler Murray. And then in week 4, you got Geno Smith coming to town. And now that's a revenge game. I'm not calling him one of the top quarterbacks, even though he's owned the Lions. He ain't one of the top quarterbacks. We got the revenge factor going in for that. And the Lions have completely overhauled their secondary. And I am not going to say that he's one of the best quarterbacks. But when we get past the bye, and then there's Dak Prescott, probably the most overrated quarterback on the Lions list for this year. Dak Prescott is just a guy that, you know, every year people love to throw him in the top 10, you know, 6, 7. They even rated him as 6 on the list this year. He's not good. He's okay. But you always put him on here like he's the best quarterback on earth. He isn't up there with Mahomes. He isn't better than Goff. They're going to get some revenge on Dak Prescott. I'm not even going to call him one of the best quarterbacks. And then you're going to go a couple weeks there. You're going to go through Minnesota. And then you're going to go to Tennessee with Will Levis and his hot girlfriend. But then November 3rd, you're bringing in one Jordan Love. Now, I know that Main Event Mike loves some Jordan Love. Thinks that he's going to be pretty good. I think the jury's still out, but I'm going to put him as one of the best quarterbacks that we're going to face this year. And you got to face him in week 9 and week 14. So Jordan Love's got a plethora of young weapons. He's going to be dangerous for years to come. This is going to be a battle every single year. Green Bay's doing it again. They got a nice young team, and they're going to be competing with it, but they ain't as good as us. So I I ain't as worried about Jordan Love as Mike might be. And then you got CJ Stroud, maybe one of the best young quarterbacks in the league right now. And you got to go to Houston. So that's going to be really, really, really tough right there. So if I had to rank these guys right there, I would think that that's the toughest quarterback matchup that the Lions are going to be up against. I mean, really all season long is CJ Stroud going down to Houston. And then you got Josh Allen. He's coming to town. But I think that team's not quite as good as it used to be. You know, you used to talk about them as the Super Bowl contenders, but they've lost a lot of people. They went all in a couple years ago, and they're kind of feeling the after effects of that. I don't think Josh Allen is that guy anymore, not without the people that are around him. And then Brock Purdy. That's where it's at. I don't know where I would really rank those guys, but you got Matt Stafford, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, CJ Stroud, Josh Allen, and Brock Purdy. And those are the main quarterbacks I think that we're going to be hitting up this year. And those are going to be the toughest matchups. Now, you can throw an honorable mention out there to Caleb Williams and J.J. McCarthy. We have no idea what they're going to be. But who do you think are the toughest quarterbacks that the Lions got to face this year? I want to know that. I want to know that in the comments. Give me some feedback in there. I'm Russell Wayne.